Yo, Bob! We're probably gonna lose Joyce in this one, man. Are you gonna cry with me? You know what? You're one selfish prick. For 1 second in your life, can you think about someone else other than yourself? I'm gonna stake him. I'm actually gonna stake him.
Hello there.
Listen, I think you guys all know what to expect. You guys have probably seen it before. I haven't. I sort of know what to expect, but I don't know if I'm going to expect the reaction I was expecting that I was going to make. Because I sort of expect what's going to happen, and you guys expect what's going to happen, but I don't think you guys are going to expect the reaction of me from your boy, Elie Moses. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As I said, it's your boy, Elie Moses, whether you're new here or you are a Buffy fan from the start. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy, Elie Moses, your 22-year-old law film sheriff, Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. And yes, I am feeling better today. I've been under the weather all week, but your boy is clean, looking fresh, baby, with the pink Buffy hoodie. And we're here to react to episode 16 of season 5, titled The Body. And yes, I think we can expect what's going to happen after the cliffhanger ending we just received in episode 15, which I thought was going to be your ordinary Monster of the Week episode, until the last 5 minutes was like, nah fam, this is not going to be it, man. And I was like, damn. But yeah, your boy is here to react to it. Let's waste no more time. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see my reaction. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, I like to pause and give my thoughts on cinematic aspects as well as story aspects. And some of my story aspects have been crazy. If you go back and watch my reactions, I don't know, I predict like the lines and go off. It's absolutely insane. It's fun. You guys love my Buffy reactions, or I hope you do. So yeah, I'm a film and law student as well. So that's why I like to stop and give my thoughts on cinematic aspects if you're new to this and coming for just this episode. But yeah, if you enjoy the energy, the vibes, feel free to like, share, subscribe, up to you guys. But yeah, the goal is to make it in film, baby. So that's why I like to give my thoughts here and there. And yeah, I aim to miss no dialogue as well. So yeah, let's go.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, so right before we relive this scene here, I'd like to stop and like, one of the comments on yesterday's video from Yvette Rodriguez was like, she lost her mother in 2021 and that's why she's not going to watch this reaction. And she said she'll still support, drop a like and everything. And God bless you, Yvette. God rest your mother's soul. I'll pray for you. Hopefully all the comments pray for you as well. And I get why she probably doesn't want to watch this episode. I guess it impacts a lot of people, and some people remember things they don't want to remember because of this episode. And some people say it's one of the best episodes of television. So yeah, we'll find out as well. So yeah, if anyone's lost any loved ones, hopefully I can make you cheer up, smile every day, whether you're here, whether you're not. So yeah, God bless you all. It's your boy, Elie Moses, man. We're here to have fun on this channel. But yeah, sometimes you got to appreciate great cinema or great film when there is. But sometimes it does affect, or it does make you reflect on your life. And it does have, I guess, parallels with certain events that happen in your life. And yeah, I guess people react to it differently. But touch wood, man. This is going to be a tough episode, but yeah, I know different people react to it differently based on their life experiences, so let's go.
Mom?
When Buffy says mommy here, that hurts.
Mom? Mommy?
Yeah, see, exactly, like child Buffy there, literally like child Buffy, just like mommy, like that little kid inside her, like mommy, it's mom, man. And like, I like how in that scene as Buffy enters the house as well, you have all these life, like colors full of life as well with the flowers, you know, it's vibrant, it's beautiful, and then Buffy's glowing as well, wearing the bright red, and bang, we transition straight to Joyce, her lifeless body on the couch, who looks like she just got hit with the Avada Kedavra spell from Harry Potter, where it just sucks the life out of you and you look pale and you're just lifeless there on the ground. So that's what Joyce reminded me as she looked like Cedric Diggory's body from Goblet of Fire, literally right there. And yeah, that transition from like all the bright colors, the message from Brian, you think it's all good, and then bang, you see in the background Joyce's body as it rack focuses on Buffy, but Joyce is out of focus, and then bang, straight to Joyce, and it's just like, oh crap. And we have to relive that again because that was the ending of last episode.
And so sweet.
How you doing there, Will? Are you in the vomit club too?
I had too much nog.
Oh, baby, want me to rub your tummy? She likes it when I stop explaining things.
My nog
Hey,
tastes funny.
listen, like, we like Anya and Xander have had those moments before where they describe like their sex life quickly, and then everyone just looks up awkwardly. Hey, we get a little bit of Tara and Willow there for a second. It's just like, hey, listen, Anya and Xander have been there before, so it's just like, yeah. But interesting that we're transitioning to sort of maybe a flashback sequence of a Christmas or a dream sequence. I don't know. Everything seems like it's too perfect at the moment.
I think I got one with rum in it.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a myth that it's a myth. There is a Santa Claus.
The advantage of having a 1,000-year-old girlfriend. It's good.
There's a Santa Claus?
Been around since like the 1500s.
All true?
Well,
Hey, every
he doesn't
child
traditionally
is
bring
living.
presents so much as, you know, disemboweled children, but otherwise.
The reindeer part was nice.
Pigeon pie.
Shall I open another?
No, do you think we dare?
As long as you two stay away from the band candy, I'm cool with anything.
Band Candy. Shout out that episode.
Jury's duty, I suppose.
Look, all we have to do is just cut off a little bit of the burn.
Oh, you got to be kidding. You can't. See, like, I love that scene right there. We had that one take shot of Buffy entering the kitchen as well and having this joyous moment with, I guess, the perfect family moment. Giles there, the fatherly figure, with Joyce, Buffy in the kitchen talking, reminiscing. It's Christmas time. Everyone's having the perfect dinner inside. And then bang, shatter the glass, snap back out of your dream fantasy, viewers, and bang, we cut back to reality. It was sort of like, I guess, make you rethink that possibly it's a memory or like it's a dream. But no, the dream was the Christmas dinner, or if it was like a flashback or whatever. But it made the viewers as well snap back to reality, not just the characters.
Mom, 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 mom! Hello?
Okay, I hate to pause here and commentate, but I've noticed sort of parallels with the camera work as well. Like, in the other scene, we were in the living room with the family having dinner and everything in the dining room, and then we transitioned to the kitchen as well, but it was like sort of like a steady tracking camera work, and then now we have the handheld one take camera work, or a lot of shaky cam as well to show like Buffy's world is corrupting and crumbling, and it's just chaotic at the moment, and it's all done in one take as well. And Buffy's wearing a similar red sweater as she was at the Christmas dinner.
It's my mom. She's not breathing. Well, what should I do?
Do you know how to administer CPR?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, very simple. You want to tilt your mother's head back. Cover her mouth with yours and breathe into her mouth.
Damn, this is tough, man.
I know this.
Then follow
It's still one take. It still hasn't cut as well. This is all fantastically well executed. The camera still hasn't cut away. Oh, she broke her rib. Damn.
Are you there? I broke something.
Hello?
I think that's natural.
Is she breathing?
No.
Paramedics should be there in a moment. You might have cracked a rib. It's not important.
She's cold.
The body is cold.
No, my
Oh.
mom. Should they be here?
They're very nearby.
This is still all done in one take, by the way. Hasn't cut away. And I love that. Hey, that was fantastic acting from Sarah Michelle Gellar right there. All to do in a one-take sequence as well, to not stuff up like that, and keep all the emotions going, and just probably, maybe, you never know, forgot her lines or improvised at that point as well. You never know what happened behind the scenes, I don't know. But fantastic all the way, one take. Everything was executed really, really well in that scene. Like, fantastic.
She's at the house.
She's at the house. Glory? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are these zooming shots? What the heck? It's all disrupting some of the camera work as well. Oh, yo!
My God, we got
Let's get her on the truck now. Call it in ahead.
Never brought one back this late.
I'm here.
Yo, yo, yo. Woo! Listen, listen, listen. Either way, whether she survives or doesn't survive, I'm guessing that's a traumatic experience for the viewers and Buffy as well. But I'm sure like a lot of people can relate to that scene as well, where just like whether you'd come home, like it can happen anytime. That's the problem. Like it can happen to you, it can happen to me, it can happen to one of your loved ones. I live with my grandparents and I dread that. Touch wood. Like I'm being straight up honest with you guys. Like it could happen to you as well, me. Like I was saying, like you could come home any day and that could happen, and that's like the realism of it. That's what it gets to you. And in that moment, no music as well. I noticed there was no score, and there needed to be no score as well. That was perfect. How they had no music. Bang, straight realism here, baby. This is like a fiction world at that moment. Like it's a world obviously with demons, monsters, and everything. But at that point, this was Buffy living or having a moment that a lot of people in the world experience as well. And to have no score, even like have no like little piano synth, like or like I don't know, somber music, that was perfect as well. We didn't need that. It was straight just the noise of Buffy, the paramedics working on Joyce, finally getting her to breathe, which was great. Like I didn't expect that. I thought that she was going to be pronounced dead on the scene there, and bang, we had to, I guess, deal with the whole episode like that. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happened to Joyce as well. Was this sort of like an after effect of the operation, like a stroke, a tumor, something the doctors overlooked? Or was it the work of Glory as the villain to attack, the hero at heart and make it hurt where it matters? But if it is the work of Glory, pretty ballsy by the show to make a villain do something like that. But as well, even though if it's not Glory, it's something that can happen at any moment in life like that, at just like the snap of a finger. And yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Miracle. That's what it is, a beautiful miracle.
Good as new.
Huh?
Thank God you found me in time.
Oh, it's a dream. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, sorry for swearing. Oh, I got done so hard right there. Oh my, I'm so sorry for swearing. I was like, far out. I was like, okay, the transition was too quick in my experience. Like the transition to the thing, like the one where it's like bang, bang, good as new, bang. I think that's Buffy living in her fantasy at the moment. She just wants the perfect world, and she, I guess, hasn't come to terms with what's happening at the moment. Far out.
Call it.
And SMG's facial expressions there.
But I have to tell you that your mother's dead.
Far out.
It looks like she did die a good while before you found her. There's nothing you could have done.
Dawn must have been at school, eh?
I'm gonna call it in. The coroner's office will come by and take her in, and they'll determine the cause of death conclusively.
I love how the camera is cutting off the paramedic, like from the eyes below. I'm not sure if that was intentional, and like Buffy's not even realizing or not even paying attention or not being able to make eye contact with him. But from her eyes, she's looking like she's looking at him. But I don't know if that's meant to mean she's like not even processing anything at the moment. Like. I feel like Buffy's not even processed it yet, like what's happening, and that's why she's like, good luck. And I feel like some of her responses are going to be unnatural because she hasn't dealt with death like this before. Oh, damn. Listen, I love all of like I think it's called the diegetic sounds in this episode so far. It's a lot of focus is on natural sounds that's emanating from the actual scene itself. You have the little things twinkling, you have the kids playing in the background, but then all of a sudden as well you have that bang cut transition to Buffy sweating, looking pale and gross after the vomiting and just sweating and everything. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy at the moment. Like it's a tough episode to process so far for me. Like, and the day started well for me as well. I had an awesome gym session after being sick all week, and it's just like I was actually lifting more than I was like expecting to lift. Like I got some Buffy superpowers today at the gym. I was like literally, whoa, where did this come from? And then bang, to come to this episode, it's just like bang, you're racked in, locked in, focused, and you're just trying to analyze everything that's happening. I'd be surprised if we don't leave I'd be surprised actually, or I won't be surprised actually if we don't leave the house this episode. And the whole episode just takes place in the house.
to tell Dawn. She's at school. I'll go there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
Giles,
no,
look to your left.
Don't, no, it's too late.
Joyce?
They're coming for her. No,
Joyce?
we're not supposed to move the body.
I don't know if Buffy's just like struggling to process things and just like reacting to it so differently. Or it's relating to the dream sequence as well we had in the end of episode, or the end of season 4. Damn, man.
God. She was telling people that you were adopted.
What a primo biatch. I swear, if I could make her head explode using only the power of my mind, that's what I'd be doing right about now.
That's one way to get two characters in focus or like in frame in a clever way rather than having just a face-to-face conversation. Have one looking at Dawn talking, but then we see Dawn's reflection in the mirror as well. Perfect. Like, great technique right there as well. I really appreciate that. And Dawn's just reacting to like this as well, and she's very sensitive to the bullying that's happening and people calling her names as well. She hasn't even gone home yet as well. And you thought, like, as well, the subversion of expectations, you thought it cut to her crying and that the news had been told to her, but no, it was just a normal situation at school.
Drawing the negative space around the object.
Again, it's something unexpected that's happening. Like, we haven't really delved into Dawn's school life this episode, or like this entire show as well. Like, obviously we've heard she goes to school, comes home, like normal stuff, all right? But it's good to see her perspective as well, and it's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, it can happen to anyone in life as well, and it can happen at the most unexpected moments. So like Dawn is just going to school, doing her everyday things. Okay, the bullying is happening as well, but you go to class, you're interested in a guy, you're doing your normal class activities, and bang, and the news can happen at any time. So it's good we're seeing Dawn's perspective like that as well, from possibly receiving the news at school.
Just draw the figure.
She thinks I'm so hot, everybody should just bow down before me. And I'm like, whatever.
Oh,
She's so superficial.
that rack focus was
Everything's always
crazy.
about clothes or who likes who, and there's just way more important stuff going on. There's a lot of crucial,
And
stuff.
just when you think Dawn is also finding someone to relate to in Kevin as well, and like someone that gets her and someone that, told her, I felt like cutting myself sometimes as well. And yeah, a potential relationship, I guess, flourishing here, or future relationship. Bang, rack focus on Buffy in the background, comes into the classroom. And we're yet to have a piece of like non-diegetic sound, so a score or any sense of score yet in this episode, which I love so far. All the natural noises taking over, which is what we need, because it's realism at its best, or it's meant to be, like portraying that. It's good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Kevin
This
agrees,
was
yeah.
in history. She had this book called Annals of History. I thought Mom was picking me up.
Oh yeah, that even hurts to hear that one as well.
What's going on?
It's serious. But
Dawn.
I love how we don't even get to hear Buffy tell Dawn Mum died. We're just seeing it from the perspective of the students in the class and just their emotional reactions. Again, like a subtle detail like that is great, because we know what she's telling her anyway, but it's great to see some perspective from the outside, or like from the inside of the classroom, sorry. Bro, you got it. They're gonna really hammer down the body aspect of this, aren't they? And show the different stages of Joyce's departure. I love how we still don't have any sense of score, and that's what we need this episode. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. Everyone's reactions, dialogue, camera work, technique is doing the talking. This is gonna change the Buffy show forever, this episode. The characters forever, everything. I don't know how we're gonna get back to the positive vibes of the Buffy show after this. Like literally, I don't know. Like, we see even Buffy at its most serious moments, we still revert back to the energy, the euphoric nature of it, Xander's quirky comments, everything, and it's just like you have that little sense of optimism. This episode, there's no sense of optimism at all so far. Like, literally, nothing. Everything is drained.
Well, I can't see Buffy at the morgue and be all royal. Oh, I'm the king of everything. I'm better than you. I have to be supportive. Buffy needs me to be supportive.
Come on, man. Allison Hannigan acting the crap out of this scene.
All of my shirts have to have stupid things on them. I can't do this.
It's crazy to see how everyone's being impacted by it. Whoa, that's their first on-screen kiss.
We can do this.
This episode having hella important things.
We can be there for Buffy.
As well. This is not going to be a one and done recover episode. Like I said, this is going to have an everlasting change on the entire Buffy series, especially like season 5. This happened in episode 16. So, like, we've got 6 episodes left this season, and it's going to have an everlasting impact for, especially like the entire end of the season. And I'm guessing this might have some sort of connection to the dream sequence at the end of season 4. Like, although Joyce died, and it's very, very sad, like, this episode has been crazy, like, really, really good. It's, like, one of the best ways a show has portrayed death. Like, I gotta give it to Stranger Things season 4 as well, with the sort of characters' death moments in that series as well. But then when you compare it to this, like, the acting in Stranger Things is really well done. But when you compare it to some of the cinematic techniques, as long with, like, the no music in this episode as well, and the different perspectives of this, different characters in this, I feel like this episode trumps that. This episode trumps Stranger Things by far, and we're only halfway through it. And I love Stranger Things to death, but this episode really is, like I said about, sorry if I'm struggling to put words together, but like I said about season 4, the finale, the dream sequence, about that being sort of like a masterpiece in filmmaking or something I'd like to study as well. This is another episode which I am loving at the moment, like loving the emotional aspects of it and the cinematic aspects of it. Like, I'm relishing in this episode. I'm loving it. Like, I'm really appreciating it. I'm studying it as I'm watching it, and hopefully you guys are studying it along with me and possibly learning some new things. But you guys have had like 20 years to pick out these things as well, like if you've watched Buffy from the beginning. But yeah, crazy stuff, crazy. This is also a test for Anya, because with her learning to become...
It's going to happen.
Or like, yeah, see, like, she is also like struck at this situation as well, because ex-demon, still learning the qualities and values of human nature and stuff like that. And what Willow just said to her, you know, it's a thing we do, like humans, we cry. And this is a big learning curve for Anya as well, experiencing this for the first time. And as well, going back to the dream sequence of season 4, maybe this is a big part of the entire Slayer arc as well, having someone that close die, and it's a next big step. But at the moment, we're also assuming that Joyce died of just normal complications from the surgery, and it could possibly well be that. Like, it could possibly well be that. Like, and again, it goes down to the realism about anything can happen at any time. Anything can just, we're all human, and complications can arise. You may all think it's happy dandy, the surgery went well, operations went well, but you never know. You never know. When your time's up, your time's up.
Are they sure this was natural? I mean, Glory.
Giles is pretty sure that it wasn't her.
But, I mean, she said she was going to come after Buffy's family.
I don't
I mean, we should be going after her. I mean, she could have done it and covered her tracks.
Why would she? She'd want us to know.
See, my first instinct as well was probably like Xander, as he's saying right now, Glory, this. She said she was going to come after Buffy. But at the same time, with the way this episode's going and how realistic it's portraying these situations, it's just one of those things that just happens. Like I said, when your time's up, your time's up. And I feel like that's the thing as well. This whole show is covered in all this supernatural stuff, you know, zombies, demons. But when it hits the human side of things as well, like not just saying this episode or other episodes, when it hits those emotional beats, it hits those emotional beats hard. And despite being in like sort of a supernatural world, it still grounds itself in realism with the human characters as well. And yeah, it's just one of those things Xander's going to have to accept, that it wasn't a bigger play. It wasn't something. There wasn't something bigger at play happening, and it wasn't glory this, glory that. I know it's probably like it's fair enough. Xander's assuming it's glory, but it's just happens. It is what it is. Like,
I'll tell you what it is. It's the frickin' doctors. I mean, they just let her out, you know? Clean bill of health. Dig a hole in your skull. Here's a Band-Aid. Next!
Yeah.
They should have checked her over. They should have had her in.
Ben.
Things don't happen. I mean, they don't just happen.
That's the benefit as well of having so many characters in the show as well. Each character is reacting to this situation differently, which is what I love as well, because everyone in life reacts to certain things differently, not just death, other things as well. Everyone reacts to certain situations differently, and I like how each character is reacting to certain things differently. Like Xander straight away trying to put the blame on someone, and then Willow's just like, I guess, accepting the fact, you know, these things just happen. And yeah, I like that certain characters are all impacted differently by this, because you're trying to, I guess, make more viewers relate to the situation as well.
Somebody's got...
Okay. Let's go. Come on, you and me. Come on.
Willow puts the puppy dog arms up. Let's go. Let's fight.
You know I can't take you.
Damn straight.
There's one sense of like happiness this episode.
Are we
Like,
gonna see the body?
What?
oh crap, wrong thing to say. Anya.
Are we gonna be in the room with the dead body?
I guess we should take over patrolling and all that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. For however long.
you know it.
Shout out the Scooby Gang.
Wear this.
And the recurring theme of Willow
But you
not knowing what to wear.
Should have the other.
Cut the body open?
Oh my god. Would you just stop talking? Just shut your mouth. Please.
What am I doing?
How can you act like that?
I think
Am I supposed to be changing my clothes a lot? I mean, is that the helpful thing to do?
Guys,
The way you behave.
yeah, here we
Nobody
go.
will tell
It's,
me.
it's all
Because it's
reaching
not
boiling
okay
point.
for you to be asking these things. But I don't understand.
Exactly, like I was saying before about
I
Anya
don't understand
learning.
how this all happens. And Xander's crying and not talking, and I was having fruit punch, and I thought, well, Joyce will never have any more fruit punch, ever, and she'll never have eggs, or yawn, or brush her hair, not ever, and no one will explain to me why.
Someone bring out the fire extinguisher, man. This episode is flames, baby. This episode's flames. Like I was literally saying before about Anya learning learning about human nature and still learning little things in each day-to-day aspects. Like even like the magic box stuff, learning to interact with customers and stuff like that. And then bang as well. Like this is finally her pouring her heart out. Willow posed the questions like, "What the heck are you doing? Why are you asking these questions?" And then now she's trying to say, I don't understand it. I don't understand. Like, why can't a soul just be put back to her and her come back to life? Especially coming from an ex-demon who's lived for thousands of years. She's probably seen certain things happen where things come back to life. And she doesn't understand, as I said, the nature of humanity. And just, that's life. And Anya still has to learn that.
Where did your hand go?
as I was saying, some frustration, and now,
Where did your hand go?
I appear to be stuck.
My God.
Did it make you feel better?
For a second there.
A whole second.
In my defense, some crappy wallmanship.
Yeah, everything.
Xander, hey, that's crappy Jibrock, man. You need double brick
The drywall
walls.
in this place.
I always forget to ask.
Decided that he blames the wall.
Can you turn your wrists?
Hey, what did the wall do, man? Hey, come on, man. What did the wall do? Hey, I love how acknowledging Xander's like sort of construction ID as well. It's just like, Yo, this is poor craftsmanship, man. What is uni? Get ahead of yourself. Bro. Why do we have these transitions to this? We're slowly seeing the departure of Joyce and like the different stages of her body this episode. It's like constantly reminding you. Still, not one bit of music this episode. I'm just pointing out, like, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The only bit of music was literally the intro music. And I kind of wish this episode maybe didn't have that. That would have been so much better. Like, literally, abandon the intro for Buffy for this episode. That would have been something unique. Again, with the one-take stuff with the Doctor as well. So many one-take sequences this episode. Love it. I'm a big fan of one-take stuff.
If there's anything we can do.
Glad you're here.
Hey, that's more than employer-employee, that one.
Thank you, Doctor.
Are you sure that there wasn't a lot of pain?
Absolutely. I have to lie to make you feel better.
Oh, damn.
I wish that Joyce didn't die. Because she was nice.
Anya means well. She just doesn't know how to portray it properly yet. Still learning, like I said.
Anya, ever the wordsmith.
Thank you.
She means well, obviously. I love how Spike's not in this episode as well, because I don't want him to be, because I don't have time, and I'm sure these guys don't have time for any of his nonsense at the moment as well. And that's why I said nonsense, because the last episode, in terms of his infatuation with Buffy as well, reached boiling point, especially with the Warren guy and Spike saying, you know what, I want to create an animatronic robot Buffy, sort of like Mechagodzilla, as I said. He basically wants to make a Mecha Buffy, and I'm like, Spike, far out, man. Like, come on. How creepy can you get? Just stop with it. The girl rejected you. Suck it up and move on. But yeah, like, even Spike's character at this point, I'm just like, I loved his Loki, the villain type-esque. This Loki villain type-esque Spike. I loved it. I loved it. Even when he first got the chip and he was living with everyone, some of the comedic stuff was great. But as soon as he started, like, starting to like Buffy and loving it, I'm like, okay, fair enough. I can see how he might be in love with the Slayer, sort of that, you know, I don't know, unlikely love, where it came out of nowhere, where maybe he was just fighting her for so long, and it's like his enemy, and he just grew to love her. But it's become to the point now, it's just so creepy. Just like, yo, we all have crushes in our lives. We're not gonna go make a freaking robot out of them because they reject us and we're never gonna get them. Like, I don't know, there's some actresses I have a crush on. I'm not gonna go out there and make a robot of them. Like, what the heck? Like, you get what I mean. But let's go back and appreciate this episode. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's no time and there's no room for Spike this episode. Like, no one wants to have any of his bullshit now.
I'm sorry. You have to go through all of this.
I love that line there, because I was actually going to talk about as well, like, I'm sorry you have to go through all of this. Like, that's the, I guess, that's the baggage that comes with knowing the Slayer, and I guess the Slayer's MO or modus operandi not being this like solitary warrior, like the Slayer, as the Watchers Council put it, like, this is a different Slayer. This Buffy who has a crew, who's let everyone in on her secret and what she is. And along that comes with the baggage of, like, people you love and potentially people you're going to lose as well. Like, not just Joyce, the Scoobies as well. Like, that's the risk they all take.
Don't worry about me. Mother died when I was 17.
Oh, someone to relate to.
I didn't know.
Didn't expect that.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean to. I'm only telling you this because I know it's not my place, but there's things, thoughts and reactions I had that I couldn't understand or even try to explain to anyone else.
See, I feel like if Buffy was the I'm missing. Wait, 1 second.
Made me feel like I was losing it. If you ever need.
That's crazy. Like, that's so good, especially coming from Tara, like a newcomer to the Scoobies. That's great. Like, it makes you think as well, what if Buffy was a lone slayer and didn't have these people to talk to that have had similar experiences before? Maybe Giles can talk to her about it, but this is someone who is of similar of age as Buffy and or probably the same age in Tara as well, and has had a similar experience a couple of years before. So it's great that, you know what, as I said before, like the baggage of knowing the Slayer or like the risks associated with it has its benefits as well, and that's as well like that moment. Oh, she's gonna go into the morgue. Oh boy. Don't tell me she's gonna start unveiling different dead bodies till she sees her mother. Oh my, oh my gosh. I literally just got goosebumps throughout my body. I literally just got like, as that person rose from, like, because literally there's no music or nothing. I was just like, what the heck, man? And it's a vampire. Is it a vampire? Yeah, it's a vampire. I think it's a vampire. But like, out of nowhere. Literally.
I'm just not hungry.
What about Donnie?
Like horror movies can't even pull off that sort of horror.
You guys wait here.
I haven't watched many horror movies, obviously, because I'm a wuss, but horror movies can't pull off that sort of technique. Like, that's very clever. Like, usually it's all jump scares and stuff. And I don't know if Dawn's just gonna run in screaming, or Buffy's gonna have sort of that sort of instinct to go check up on her and go into the morgue. Hey, just shout out Buffy, made it in time. Yo, where's the Slayer strength? Come on! Oh, it pulled Joyce's body at the same time. And they're both gonna have a look at it once she dispatches of this vampire. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Have that. Have that. I think Buffy, I don't know, like, Buffy has lost her strength, or, like, some part of her strength, or, like, because she's not in, like, full fighting mode at the moment, obviously. But, yeah, she took a long while to dispatch of that vampire than usual, and obviously, hence reasons we know why, unless that vampire was just stronger than usual. Come on, man.
Is she cold?
It's not her.
It's not her.
She's gone.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. I don't know if that was that, like, obviously. I don't know if that's gonna be like, if that was like Joss Whedon did it as if it was like, we'll cut away there, leave it a bit ambiguous to see like, oh, what's gonna happen when she does touch the body? Is she gonna raise up? But I don't think so. I think she's dead, and I think Dawn is just doing that to feel like, you know what, is she cold? Like, but I am so excited to see the next episode now, because you cannot sort of like have a massive time jump, and I hope they don't have a massive time jump, because I feel like you can pick up where you left off exactly right there, as Dawn is just touching the body. And yeah, fantastic episode. Like I said, I feel like I'm not going to make too much commentary at the end of the episode, because I feel like everything that needed to be said, I said in the episode, in terms of like fantastic. It's a cinematic like masterpiece, I feel like, this episode, from like as well an emotional standpoint, and then as well as cinematic aspect, techniques, camera work, everything. Like, if someone hasn't seen Buffy before, this episode would be tenfold for that. Like, I'll just say, like, but obviously you can't chuck them into the deep end of that episode because it's very spoilery. But at the same time, if you really appreciate filmmaking and stuff like that, a lot of the techniques used in this episode are amazing, and it does wonders as well. It is a step above everything we've seen before in Buffy from a cinematic perspective as well. Like, they went all out for it, and everything you feel like is done intentionally as well, and I feel like they knocked it out of the park with it. Absolutely. And then from an emotional standpoint, just like that realism aspect and capturing that, I guess realistic nature of coping with death and having everyone react to it differently. I guess capturing different people in real life as well to see how they react to that as well. And this show's gonna take a big step, I guess. How am I gonna word it? It's gonna take a while to get back to what we knew Buffy was, and I don't think it will get to that stage again. You never know, like, because Buffy at this point is hit rock bottom, and it's gonna take a long while to process this. And as well, like, the Slayer duties are off port. Like, the Slayer duties are completely abandoned at this point. It's just very character centric, and that's what I loved about it. And I think the next time Buffy fights Glory as well, Glory is gonna get her ass absolutely handed to her, because even though I feel like Glory did not cause any of this, and it was caused by natural occurrences, and that's what you have to deal with in this episode, I feel like Buffy's gonna put all her emotion and anger onto Glory, and Glory, I feel, you know what, I don't even feel sorry for her. I feel like she's gonna get her ass whooped. But yeah, I feel like everything that needed to be said, I said during the episode as well. Just like the techniques, everything. Not even one bit of score needed in this episode. The only score was literally the intro music. And I feel like this episode was already great, but I feel like it would have been like just a little bit better, like a little cherry on top, if the intro theme wasn't even in it. It's just like, damn, we're in for a ride. It was a ride already as it is, but just not having that intro music would have been absolutely crazy as well. But yeah, I feel like I said, guys, what I said during the episode was said, and I feel like I don't need to say any more at the end of this, because I'll just be reiterating what I discussed and what I commentated on about the techniques, everything, the emotional stuff. Fantastic episode. It was flames. Like I said, give me that fire extinguisher, baby, because these flames are going to take a while to put out. That was absolutely amazing. Some of the best TV out there, that episode. That was fantastic. Everyone did their bit. Everyone had their moment to shine. And I feel like it, yeah, tackled everything perfectly. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. I'll see you for the next Buffy episode. Take care. God bless. Peace.